reading.
Okay. Well, Jimmy, you just said you wanted to review Star Wars, so we did. So
Yeah,
this is not a reboot. It's a new number one, right?
yeah, yeah. I
Because
mean,
you
it's
know
been.
more about this book than I do. So this is post Empire, right? The Emperor is dead, um,
Mhm.
and Princess Leia, she's going across the galaxy trying to bring more planets into the was
The
it was
New
called the
Republic.
Federation, the
Well,
Republic. Sorry,
The New Republic. Yeah,
the
yeah,
New
yeah.
Republic, right? So that's basically what you need to know going in, right? But I know it does reference previous arcs in here, but that's
Yeah,
basically where we're at, right?
yeah. That is where we're at. Yeah,
Okay, so got Alex Segura on writing duties and Phil Noto and art. I've always got a soft spot for Phil
yeah.
Noto.
Phil
I love
Noto's
his
art
art.
on this is
Yeah,
absolutely beautiful.
it's lovely, lovely, lovely.
When I
Like
read
that
this
first
dissertation,
page.
when I read this dissertation, it said Phil Noto. I was just like, oh man,
I'm in.
because he did some beautiful Birds of Prey stuff as well.
He did. I love his work. I follow him on like social media and he always posts these nice pictures. He knows how to draw girls really, really well. I love it. But anyway, this first page, mate, as soon as I saw it, I could hear the theme
Yes,
tune to
yes,
Star Wars. It was just,
exactly
I could
right.
hear it. I just hear it. So you know he's doing a good job, page one.
That John Williams
Um,
score just blasting through your head. Yeah,
So I thought this was okay. I think I didn't think it was a bad book at all. I thought it was actually pretty good. But I think because I've not invested in all the stuff that's come before, for me it was just a Star Wars book. You know what I mean? So, but it's not terrible. So you can add context here as we go along. So basically, Luke, some of his bros. They're out on patrol. They're looking
yeah.
around and they're essentially attacked by pirates. They chase these pirates to find that these pirates actually are coming from a
An
damn bloody
Imperial.
star
Yeah,
destroyer, right? Which
Star
leads me to
Destroyer.
believe have the pirates like commandeered it, refitted it, they found it, or is this some remnant of the Empire still floating around causing havoc? So we don't get to find out, right? Because it's all out space battle as you expect at the beginning of every Star Wars film. You probably expect it at the beginning of every Star Wars book, right? So we'll treat some
Yeah, we
explosions and he
will.
loses one of his buds, man. One of his bros got shot, upset. I got flashbacks to the movie when he lost his yeah.
The Death
Oh,
Star run. Yeah,
oh
definitely.
man, the Death Star run. Okay. So he decides that, you know what, he wants to find out what's going on here and he needs to get sort of payback for the death of his friends. So he knows that one of these pirates, they're going to crash land onto the planet because he's been shot. So he follows him down and so does his other pal in the squad. And they both catch up to him. They find this dude here, who I don't know who he is. The markings might suggest something to you as a long-term reader. Does that remind you of any specific thing? Just
No,
piratey.
no, no, just a pirate, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure it's
um,
going to come back later on. There we
I
go.
mean, I read Jason Aaron's run on it that was set in between A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back. That was amazing, and I read some of Kieran Gillen's stuff also set during that time period. But Charles Soleil's stuff that was set between Empire and Return of the Jedi, I haven't read, so I might have missed something there. I need to catch up. I really do.
Yeah.
But all you need to know is that the main three, Han, Luke, and Leia, are all present and correct in this book, and they all have a big moment. And I really really enjoyed it.
Good. They do. I was talking about moments. So Princess Leia, she's like she's doing her ambassadorial duties, and she's trying to bring these other planets into the Federation. I keep calling it Federation. I've watched.
The Republic, yeah,
I'm
yeah. And
really sorry.
there's my Mothma.
The
If you're watching
Republic.
Andor, I don't know if you're watching Andor or not, but
I'm not.
she's front and center in Andor. Andor is such an amazing show.
What the leader, the Kesrin Almavar, this lady, or Princess Leia?
The lady with the brown hair above Princess Leia at the bottom.
Okay,
Sorry,
okay, I got
yeah,
you. That's all right. I got you.
That's my Mothma.
Right.
She's
Okay. Well,
the head of
I've not watched it.
the head of the rebellion. Well, she was in Star Wars as well. She's the one who
Okay.
briefs him on the mission.
Okay.
So
Well, this is why you're here, Jim, to fill in these blanks that I don't know. So on with the story. Okay, so there is this planet, and this woman here, she is
yeah,
here to
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about it, and it's breaking down the conversation isn't going the way Leah wants it. This woman, this spokesperson for this other planet, and a number of other planets actually, saying, "Listen, you're coming from a point of weakness, not strength. You've got these pirates going on, this, that, and the other. Why should we join you? You've got nothing to offer at this point."
I mean, you can see her point.
Exactly, exactly. And she also says that, I mean, I don't know if this goes under the radar to you, but she's also says, isn't us joining you a little bit like what was happening with the Empire? You know, it's like,
Yeah,
and
it's
there
like
are undertones of it.
you've blown up 2 Death Stars. That don't impress me much. It's like,
Anyway, it breaks down. Before we can find out what happens, we get thrown to another planet, the El Sui town in Guata Outer Rim, where we find looks like a bar, and there is Bylert Valance. Now, is he again someone that I should know about,
he's
or
not
is he
someone
new?
that I'm familiar with. But as I said, I haven't read a lot of Star Wars comics,
Ah,
just when they
well,
first launched.
okay. Well, he's basically a bounty hunter, I think, and I think he's been sent there to get these dudes. And these dudes, they're not happy about that. They are the Xantarak Valance, whoever they are. And this is where the book gets a bit weird, right? So they're standing, looking straight at him. Someone shoots them from behind, and
Yeah,
then suddenly in front of them, Han Solo's there. Like, how did he appear and them not see him? It's really weird. Did he borrow Ben Grimm's Doctor Doom
oh,
teleporter machine? Because he got
maybe,
shot from
yeah,
behind and
maybe
suddenly
Han
he's
Solo's
there.
just that damn good with a blaster. I don't know. It's
I don't know. Anyway, that happened. That happened. So everyone starts shooting each other. They try and escape.
when you have
And then,
When you have Mr. Noto on here, you can ask him.
yeah, well, it's not Noto. He's just writing. He's just drawing from the script, right?
Oh,
He's
right,
just
right,
drawing from the
right. Yeah,
script.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay,
yeah.
we'll get Alex Segura in here then.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, pew, 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 pew. Star Wars sound effects. They're getting shot at. They look like they're trapped, but it's all right. The Millennium Falcon's here. We're going to escape because they didn't notice the Millennium Falcon parks out front. Anyway, jump back to Luke and his
It's
buddy.
just a piece of junk. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. We jump back to Luke and his buddy, and he uses the Force to disarm this pirate. He wants to know um, why they're attacking Republic trade routes. Why have they got a refitted Imperial Star Destroyer? Which are two pertinent questions that I would probably
Yeah,
want
I'd
answered
like
as
to
well.
know too. Yeah.
Yeah, and he basically says, "You know what? He says, come closer, Jedi. Let me speak my truth to you before it's too late." So maybe he's going to tell him, or maybe he's going to go,
I mean,
oh,
is he?
fuck you, Skywalker. I don't know. You know, much like Disney and Kathleen Kennedy. But anyway, jumping back to Leia and interspersed with what's going on with Han, everything's falling apart. Okay, Han tries to escape. Luke's been knocked out by the looks of it from an explosion because the chap was booby trapped, so he didn't tell him anything. And the leader of that group of planets has basically told Leia to go to hell.
Yeah.
And we end this with that Fenral sector is where these planets are, and we have one of the I'm not going to say Federation. I'm not going to say
Republic.
Federation again. Hey?
New Republic.
One of the Republic ships coming into its space, and it basically gets shot down because they don't have permission. No deal has been struck, and of course, this lady here has basically told Leah, "We will use lethal force," and that's where it ends. It was okay.
Yeah. No, yeah, I thought so.
Lots of little threads. Three stories going on. Three main characters. Three interesting stories, all leaving questions unanswered to pick up the second issue. So it was cool. It was all right. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll
What about
definitely
you?
pick up the next one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm back. I'll definitely be reading this monthly. Definitely.
Nice. Well, that's all the books for this week.